physician or location today at orthopedic1.com. Orthopedic One. This is where you go to get better.
Lenny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Think you know Amazon? Think again. Did you know you can get paid when it works best for you? Yeah, that means you can get the money you earn directly after your shift. Or that you get benefits like healthcare on your very first day. As an Amazon warehouse associate, you'll be amazed by what you can get. To learn more about all of the benefits of working an hourly job at Amazon, go to amazon.com/hourly. That's amazon.com/hourly. Amazon is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
At Kroger, we believe it takes the right team to bring you the precious produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. And that level of teamwork means better, fresher options time and time again. Working with farmers is what it takes to be fresh for everyone. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save on our Crown fave like fresh Washington red cherries. And now you can take them home for just $3.77 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Life's been testing us lately, but not in the right way. Some of us would rather be tested by over 1,500 miles of hiking trails, by the greatest density of white water in the U.S., and the roar of over 4,000 rock climbing routes, including the highest summit east of Wyoming. Come find out the pulse-pounding challenge you've been longing for in West Virginia. Plan your heavenly escape at wvtourism.com.
Tito Clean with Skip Mossick.
Saturday Beaver's in for me. He'll talk about this week's tour stop at River Highlands from the Thane and 10 TV's outdoor adventure from High Banks Metro Park.
Tito Clean with Skip Mossick. Saturday mornings at 9 on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you have the water softener at home, you've probably forgotten to add salt a few times. And without salt in your softener, there's no point in having one. Your water can wreak havoc on your home and appliances. That's why my friends at Connecticut created the new Connect Salt Monitor. It sends alerts to your smartphone when you're running low on salt, and you can check salt levels anywhere and anytime. For a limited time, Connecticut is slashing the price of the Connect Salt Monitor in half, but that deal's not going to be here forever. Get all the details on the Connect Salt Monitor at ConnecticutColumbus.com.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade it. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Making Moves is brought to you by LinkedIn Jobs.
In the 1974 preseason, Milwaukee Bucks center Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made it clear he wanted to move to a major city, specifically his hometown of New York City, or Los Angeles. After a failed attempt by the New York Knicks, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Bucks agreed on a deal to send Kareem and his backup Walt Wesley to LA for 4 players. He went on to win 5 titles with the Lakers, as well as 3 regular season MVPs.
Build your winning team today. Go to linkedin.com/sports.
It's simple. When the right teams talk to the right players, good selections happen. And it's no different for your business. Because when you post a job for free, LinkedIn Jobs taps into a network of over 810 million professionals to find the right people for your role. LinkedIn Jobs helps you narrow down the most qualified candidates so you can start hiring the right people. Go to linkedin.com/sports to post your job for free. That's linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center. Feeling very comfortable out there this morning as the lower humidity continues to move into the area. Temperatures starting off in the upper 60s and will climb into the mid-80s today. Very seasonal for this time of year, but with that lower humidity, it is going to feel great, quiet with plenty of sunshine. I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Mackenzie Parr on The Fan.
All your favorite fans
edition, rookies buy dinner for veterans. Jets rookie receiver Garrett Wilson, I think we know him. He was shocked when told that it may cost as much as $75,000 to treat his teammates to dinner at an upscale restaurant. Former NFL receiver Torrey Smith hates this financial hazing. He said rookie dinners are BS. Dudes come into the league with no financial literacy and real problems, but folks think 50K dinners are cool. Bob, as a former NFL first-round pick and rookie, did you ever have to foot the bill?
I did. I was on a team with a lot of veterans and guys who respected everyone else, but also my rookie year did everything I was supposed to do. When guys really get hit hard, a lot of times is when they refuse to carry pads, bring coffees in the morning, do stuff like that. The guys think they're above it. It's like, hey, no one is. Peyton Manning did all this stuff. All these elite players in the past have done these things. And so it's part of the process. They don't have any hazing or anything. There's nothing physical. And so this is kind of it to let people know like how hard it is to make it in the league that long. Now my problem comes when you have some guys who are kind of upset, and they're salty dudes, and usually it's dudes in like the third, fourth, fifth year who probably almost out of the league, and they look at this as an opportunity to just stick it to guys like, hey, they're ordering crazy shots, these $3,000 bottles of wine, ridiculous things that they don't even like, simply to stick it to a dude who's probably coming in to take their job. And so that's where I have an issue. Like my rookie dinner, I want to say, I'll have to go look at the receipt. It was around 10 grand.
You still have it?
Yeah, it's super faded. You can hardly read it anymore. I think I paid, of like the 10, I think I probably paid 7,000 of it. We had third round draft pick and picked like, $2 grand of it. Our fifth round pick picked up like 1,000, couple free agents, seventh round pick. They gave those guys threw in $500. And then our vets threw in like another $2 grand between a bunch of them for the tip. Like that's how it was. And we had a lot of great older vets who were coming, and they were like family dudes. Like, yeah, we're gonna come and eat and go. Some of these other guys, like they make this into like a night out, and it's a whole deal. And that wasn't what ours was. And the only dude who ever got hit up really hard in Dallas was Des Bryant, and that was after I left because Des refused to do anything. But most of the other guys, these meals would be 15, 20 grand on the high end, but it just depends like how many picks there were. And then a lot of times the vets would throw in a couple grand, they'd find money from the room throughout the year, and so they'd knock it down. That was all part of it. And there's got to be some initiation process. We don't like this stuff anymore, but the reality is like 75 grand is excessive. It's going to be more expensive this year than ever before due to inflation. But if you have good vets on your team, you have a good team chemistry, you do these things, and it's a little bit uncomfortable for rookies, but you do it right. I mean, my second year, Anthony Spencer came in. I gave him like $1,000 for it. A lot of other vets threw in, right? And then he went to put it on his credit card, and he tried to charge like 10 grand of his credit card, and that was the first purchase he was going to make on it. And you can imagine that didn't go through.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Spencer. He rode with me, and I'm like, I'll pay for it. I go, just write me a check tomorrow. I'm take $1,000 off of it, write me a check, and I'll take care of it right now. And that's what we did. And and I could have been a jerk. Like a lot of the times, the vets all stayed up and leave, and I had taken him, so I didn't go anywhere. And then he's like, yeah, they wouldn't be my car. It was unbelievable.
Actually, just got my black card in the mail today. Let's see if we can use it.
They don't give you that first. That's not what you get when you hit zero.
The Amex Platinum card first, and then you get your black
It
card.
may have been like a silver card, dude.
It's not even working its way into platinum. Yeah, on this. So I actually talked to Mike Bennett about this when he was down in Jacksonville. He was a 6th round pick, right? I mean, good money that you can make, obviously, getting drafted into the NFL. And it was the same thing down with the Jags. Like, vets took care of a decent amount.
Yeah.
Their 1st round pick that was taken that year, I don't remember who it was, paid for like 80% of it.
Yeah.
And then they tiered it off, and I think Mike ended up paying, I don't know, $700 or something.
That's about most of the time how it goes. Like, that's the way it should be.
And so I don't know if Garrett Wilson's going to be footed with this whole $75,000 tab, but I would also have an issue if my bill came to $75,000. That's a lot.
It's excessive, ridiculous. The only time they started hitting dudes that big is when you got like #1 overall quarterback picks. Like back in the day when
It's like the Hard Knock scene. Baker Mayfield, how much money did you make this year? How much was your signing bonus? $18 million. And everybody in the room just started going nuts.
Yes, okay. I thought you're going to make him pony up a little more, #1 overall pick. But it's all good fun. It's all well and good.
We'll get you caught up with everything that's going on in the sports world as we get you with the re-rack. Hour number 2 of the program on the way next. The Buckeyes trademarked the word "the," and we'll get into a little bit of that coming up. Roger Goodell testified against Congress yesterday, and what does that mean about John Gruden's lawsuit against the NFL as well? Get into all that next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Orthopedic One, the most trusted orthopedic practice in Central Ohio. Find a physician or location today at orthopedic1.com. Orthopedic One, this is where you go to get better.
Bobby here. Pella makes it easy to upgrade your home with innovative replacement windows and doors that are easy to operate.
The ease with which we can open and close the windows and the screen doors, just lock it with an easy flip of the switch. It's very nice.
And Pella offers a wide range of products to suit your style and your budget. Right now, you can take advantage of no payments or interest for 24 months or take 40% off installation. Call 877-98-PELLA or visit them at PellaColumbus.com.
There's an antidote to cabin fever. Open the door and head for wide open spaces. Roam freely in spectacular parks and reconnect in charming mountain towns. Break out of the norm in West Virginia. Make lasting memories in West Virginia state parks. From family fun to world-class outdoor adventure with 35 state parks, 9 state forests, and 3 rail trails. It's wide open. Plan your almost heaven escape at wvstateparks.com.
Here at Mountain Dew, we'd like to remind you, you gotta know what's important and what's not important. Knowing how to tie a tie, not important. Keeping a diary, not important. Trying all the different bold flavors of Mountain Dew, important. Experience the boldest flavors of the Mountain Dew. The Dew.
At Mountain Dew, we'd like to recognize the number 0 for making Mountain Dew Zero Sugar possible. You have no reason not to try it, as in zero. Get it? Crack open an ice cold Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. It's zero sugar, all dew.
Here at Total Wine and More, you'll love what you find, especially our totally low prices. I'm firing up the grill for burgers and one more price than burgers. This burger has a smoky flavor that'll go great with your grill. Nice! Wow, and look at that price. Well done. I prefer medium rare. Your neighbor's wife. Love what you find. Only at Total Wine and More. Pick up and delivery available at TotalWine.com. If responsibly, be 21. Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. Actually, it feels great. You should try it out. So cut your bill by switching to Straight Talk Wireless. Now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot and nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Tickets 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. Actually, it feels great. You should try it out. So cut your bill by switching to Straight Talk Wireless. Now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Below equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WPNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports.
Good morning, I'm Mark Bishark. After getting verbal commitments from a pair of 5-star receivers this week, Ohio State yesterday got a commitment from 4-star receiver Noah Rogers of Rolesville, North Carolina. He chose the Buckeyes over Alabama and Clemson, among others. All 3 OSU recruits are in the class of 2023. The Guardians overcame deficits of 5-1 and 10-7 to beat the Twins 11-10 in Minnesota. Cleveland scored 4 times in the 9th, the win for the 8th time in the last 9 games. Rookie Oscar Gonzalez had a homer and 4 RBIs. In Cincinnati, the Reds jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the second, but it was all Dodgers after that. Freddie Freeman had a homer and 2 RBIs as LA beat Cincy 8-4. Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals goes to Colorado. Nazem Kadri's goal, 12 minutes into overtime, lifted the Avs to a 3-2 win at Tampa Bay and a 3-1 lead in the series. The Sports Center is brought to you by Pella Window, the most preferred window brand in Central Ohio. Visit the Pella showroom on Gemini Parkway or online at PellaColumbus.com.
One of these guys voluntarily ripped off his toenails. I don't have anything else to say.
You're listening to Morning Juice.
Hour number 2 of the program for us on a Thursday. Brandon Bean, Bobby Carpenter, Mark Bouchard. No traffic today, Central Ohio at all. None to be reported on. You can always follow along for the fun on Twitter at MorningJuice971. Coming up here in about 30 minutes time, Patrick Murphy of Bucknuts. He's going to join the program. Triple boom for Brian Hartline in the wide receiver room over at Ohio State yesterday. Carnell Tate on Monday, Brandon Innes, of course, on Tuesday, and then Noah Rogers, 4-star wide receiver out of Raleigh, North Carolina, committed yesterday. We'll pick his brain on that. NBA draft coming up tonight as well. Where does Pat think E.J. Liddell and Malachi Branham will go final spots for them as they get preparation? You know what's crazy, talking to Holtman yesterday, that E.J. was having his last workout 2 days in the run-up to the draft.
It's just why it's far different than football. I mean, that's not how it goes. Football, it's a couple weeks, 2 weeks out. Yes, NBA draft preparation, I mean, you're taking that thing right down to the wire. Draft's on Thursday, you're still working out for guys on Monday. A little bit different, a little unique, but that's how the sport goes.
At 8:35, host of Rally on Valley, Big Ten Network analyst, former Buckeye linebacker, national champion, holding his own football camp this week in Central Ohio. Joshua Perry, he's going to join us coming up at 8:35. Again, if you miss any of those, at MorningJuice971 on Twitter is where you can follow along.
What if they'll serve them milk?
Instead of Gatorade?
For a nice beverage, yeah.
I did read it was supposed to be like 90 degrees on Saturday.
That's good. Milk is a bad choice.
Whole milk.
Yeah.
Warm whole milk.
Jim Harbaugh would love that.
How good does that sound? Sounds delicious. General, you're on Twitter at BCart3. I'm there.
Like the soup du jour.
What's the soup du jour? A warm milk soup.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, God, it really does. I'm there at BrandonBeam971. Mark the Sharks on Twitter at SharkOnSports. Right now, time for a re-rack.
Keeping you informed about what's trending this morning. It's time for a little re-rack on Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Billiards Plus, the best selection of pool tables and the best service in Central Ohio.
A tweet from Kyle talking about the Live Golf Tour situation. He said, I mean, all these people complaining about the golfers joining the Live Tour, but no one's talking about the World Cup in Qatar, or how many thousands of people died building those stadiums. Why aren't they mad at the players participating in the World Cup? We talked about this 6 weeks ago.
So it's the number 6,000. I mean, I have no idea how many people, and I don't know if you ever would know.
No.
How many people died building those stadiums over there in the middle of the sweltering heat.
And Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA, said this is the World Cup of Peace coming up here.
Oh, yeah. World Cup of Peace. Built with blood.
Literally.
I mean, we're going to bring in some sub-Saharan African slaves and just put them in the worst working conditions, living conditions imaginable. We're going to play the World Cup, we're going to celebrate there. And you know what? Once the games are being played, no one's going to think about it. Even though they had to move it
to the winter.
I mean, that's like the one thing that's been a staple, and you're far more versed in this than I am. And I watch the World Cup, it's always gone on in the summer.
And it should be going on right now.
It pairs up really nicely with the breaks of the international leagues, and they've kind of worked it like that because everybody plays in it. And they're like, nah, we're going to move it to the winter this year because why? We're playing it in the desert, and it's super hot.
Well, how did the desert manage? How did Qatar manage to get the World Cup, Yanni?
Yeah, exactly.
It's because they greased our phones for tens of
there.
billions and billions of dollars.
And the Ferrari back there, they wasn't buying a self beam.